pyramids!
No, that's the way to the Inca temple, darling.
Are we lost? Oh, no.
This world touring would be a lot easier with a...
What
was that?
Rapu, at your service.
Oh my, a tiger.
Bengal tiger, to be precise, madam. You fellows seem to be, shall we say, lost. And it just so happens that I have a world. Perhaps you will allow me the honor of guiding you to my favorite place to uncover the magic and mystery of our wondrous planet, the firework dragons of China, the tiniest rainforest creatures, the mighty sumo wrestlers of Japan.
Oh, that stuff sounds really, really fun.
Oh, it sure does, honey.
Here is my beautiful world map.
Wow!
Just pick a country to visit, and away we go! And off we go! Oh, I say, you have to choose somewhere first. It's up to you. Just choose a destination. Mexico! Ho! Mexico! A whole world to discover in one beautiful country. Welcome, my friend, to Mexico.
Pick me for a fact or fib time. And that, my little enchilada, is a fact.
Whee! Off we go! Hang on, please. We're just getting ready. It's a good thing I had color film in my camera. Mexico is so colorful.
These are the colors of Mexico. Rojo y blanco y verde. Red, white, and green are the colors you've seen on a flag in old Mexico. Azul blue is the color of our skies and our oceans so fine. Rojo, red, my sombrero, and tomatoes that grow on the vine. Amarillo, yellow, my sweet pineapple, my dog is Blanco, he's white. Verde, green is the cactus, and negro, black is the night.
Where did the others go? Let's
That
go
monkey
see.
Sue has an eye for a colorful picture and an ear for a colorful tune. What shall we do now?
Good choice picking your old pal Chester. Mix and match is just coming up, champ. Hold tight. Hola, Skipper. That's Spanish for howdy, Skipper. We're in Mexico, and you'll be jumping like a Mexican jumping bean and learning some Spanish, too. Press go to get us started. Go! See the word below me? It's Spanish. That's the language here in Mexico. And it's a word for something in the picture. Look in the picture for it, and then drag the word across to it. Whoa there, partner. We have to wait till we finish this round. Hold up, Scout. We can't change in the middle of a round. El pescado, catch these in the sea. El pescado, catch these in the sea. El pescado, catch these in the sea. El cacto, thorny desert plants. Ouch! La guitarra, a stringed instrument. El cantero, it's cold in this thing. That's its job. El cantero, it's cold in this thing. That's its job. El cantero, it's cold in this thing. That's its job. El cantero, El cantero, it's cold in this thing. That's its job. El cantero. El pollo, these birds can't fly. Only 2 left. That's nearly all of them. El limón, this certainly goes in lemonade, amigo. El limón, this El limón, this El cuenco, something hard and round to eat from. El cuenco, El cuenco, El cuenco, something hard and round to eat from. El cuenco. El cuenco. El cuenco, something hard and round to eat from. El cuenco, something hard and round. El cuenco, something hard and round to eat from. El cuenco, something hard and El cuenco, something hard and round to eat from. El cuenco, something hard and round to eat from. El cuenco, something hard. El cuenco. Holy moly, you match like a pro. Too easy? Well, if you click on the kid, we'll toughen things up. And if you click on the stopwatch, you can play Beat the Clock. Gotta go? Adios! Bye!
Super bueno! Now where to, my friend? Oh, what an honor! Story on its way. Are you sitting comfortably? Then, when it's all ready, we'll begin. Long ago, in the land of the ancient Aztecs, there lived a young boy with a vibrant imagination. His name was Montezuma, and he often spent his days alone, for the other children were frightened by the size of his dreams. One day, as he stared up toward the island of the sun, Montezuma found himself thinking, "I wish I had some friends, real friends, who like to imagine things just like I do." The idea had barely been born when Montezuma heard a strange rustling. "Who are you?" gasped the boy to the odd-looking person that sprang up beside him. "I? Who am I? I am Quetzalcoatl, the great creator spirit of all the Aztecs. You asked for more friends, didn't you?" Before Montezuma could answer, Quetzalcoatl was interrupted by a bird that flashed into existence next to his ear. "Hey! And she needs this right now?" The little bird seemed to think so. So Quetzalcoatl turned to Montezuma and said with great solemnity, "How about a rain check?" As the spirit dissolved, he made one request of the boy. "While I'm handling this other matter, go get yourself the hard shell of a great sea turtle. We're gonna need one." "But how am I to—" "Ask my namesake. She lives around here. She owes me." With that, Quetzalcoatl popped back to the great beyond, and Montezuma looked round him with a searching eye. "Can you help him find Quetzalcoatl's namesake?"
Namesake. That must mean they have similar names.
now, don't touch me like that.
It's gonna be harder than you think.
Yes, it is I, the Kitzelbird. Pick it up.
It's magic.
Montezuma hesitated, but the bird insisted.
Oh, boy of the small-minded humans, this feather will do your bidding. Now close your eyes and set your mind free. What do you see?
I see a gigantic creature with a long and mighty nose.
Use the feather to draw it in the air.
As the boy outlined his vision, nothingness changed to somethingness.
Keep going! Keep going!
Montezuma finished the strange creature and rapidly drew a world around it.
It's working! It's incredible! Of course it is, but take heed! You must not step into the image, or else...
But the Quetzal's warning came too late, and Montezuma had stepped into the image and now found himself in a different place entirely.
Where am I?
He asked, but the answer would have to wait.
He's gone bananas! The elephant thundered through the jungle, ramming everything in sight. Montezuma hid behind a palm tree, wondering how he could calm the elephant.
Perhaps you can find what he needs.
Oh my, oh dear, please, you must do something!
When they get this way, they're impossible.
Look up, guys! See what you see!
This should help! It worked like a charm last time!
As the sun slipped close to the earth, Montezuma felt the air boil up around him. The young elephant tired quickly in this heat and soon fell asleep.
You did it!
Exclaimed the boy as the sun bounced back to a proper position.
So grateful was the jungle kingdom that upon hearing of Montezuma's search for the turtle shell, the Monkey King lent the boy his chariot and told him to go to Japan, for the animals felt certain he could find his turtle shell there.
Thank you very much,
said Montezuma, still clutching the magic feather. He slapped the reins gently and hurtled northward at top speed, propelled by the might of 2 Bengal tigers. Unfortunately, when they reached the Asian shore, they came to a screeching halt, catapulting Montezuma into the Sea of Japan and landing him squarely in the lap of an underwater dragon king.
Hello there! Do you sing harmony?
The boy shook his head and asked the king if he had seen a giant sea turtle.
Oh, lordy, yes. He hounds me constantly. Thinks I owe him a pension for some great deed he did. Look around. I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Montezuma surveyed the underwater kingdom, but the turtle was not to be found. Where do you think a giant sea turtle would hide? Be careful not to disturb the dangerous jellyfish in your search.
Ever heard of camouflage? That turtle's an expert.
I suppose you wouldn't settle for a starfish? Nobody ever settles for a starfish.
Swimmy, 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 swimmy. Swimmy, 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 swimmy. Thank you, 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 thank you.
You're lucky I'm in recovery.
They call that an hors d'oeuvre.
Oh no, the dangerous jellyfish has been disturbed.
Look, it's nothing personal, but I don't like people poking at me. Its powerful sting sent Montezuma flying out of the water with such force that he dropped his magic feather.
He landed on a deserted island, but he was alone, without friends or his magic feather. And to this day he waits there, hoping someone will come to help him return home.
Day of the Dead! Whatever next? Yes, whatever shall we do next?
Oh, Honey Blossom, I'm very flattered. Thank you. Darling, you just sit tight while I get my things together for this. Boy, oh boy, do I ever have a hat full of sizzling facts for you on sunny Mexico. So slather on some of that fib block, 'cause we're about to play Velma's Fact or Fib. You've got your choice of 6 spicy Mexico facts, but bear in mind there's a fib or two hiding among this bunch. Now you ready to take a shot at it? Oh, you see this sweet little old doggy? She is a Xolochicuatl, or a Mexican hairless. Oh, she's not born this way, though. No, siree. Every morning, her faithful owner has to give her a good clip and a shave. Why, if left on her own, she'd have hair up to 20 feet long. Now, what do you think, sweetie? Is that a fact or a fib? Oh, I see I can't fool you. Why, there's no need to give these cutie pies a haircut every morning, 'cause they're actually born without hair. And without hair, this doggy feels very warm. So warm that they're often used to heat their owner's bed. Click on any picture and we'll get this show on the road. Now, y'all may have heard of the Aztecs, an ancient civilization that flourished in southern Mexico thousands of years ago. They built huge pyramids, lived in big cities, and made beautiful art. But did you know they also played a game that was kind of like basketball? Pick your poison, doll. Hey, put her there, Pumpkin. You're absolutely right. The Aztecs really did play a game similar to basketball that they called Tlachtli. You had to get the ball through rings cut out of high stone walls. And the hardest part about Tlachtli, however, aside from saying it, was you couldn't use your hands or feet, only your shoulders, your knees, and your hips. Click on any picture and off we go. I'll bet you didn't know that each November in Mexico, all the skeletons of dead people rise up out of their graves and have a party. They ride bicycles, play drums, and even get married. Your call, Honey Bunch. Does that sound like a fact or a fib? Oh, I'm sorry, Pumpkin. That's more fib than fact. Although Mexicans celebrate with papier-mâché skeletons, the real skeletons stay put during the celebration known as Los Días de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Now that's a happy time when families remember those who have died by sprucing up all the grave sites in the cemetery and having a picnic. This is how Mexico City looks today. It's the 4th largest city in the whole world, with big old streets and more than 10 million people. But strange as this may sound, most of Mexico City used to be underwater. Now what do you think, Sugar Pie? Is that a fact or a... Oh dear, wouldn't you know it, there really was water there. See, back when the Aztecs first built Mexico City, then known as Tenochtitlan, it was constructed on an island in the middle of Lake Texcoco. But once the Spanish invaders conquered the Aztecs, they drained the lake and began building the town that we know today as Mexico City. Come on. During the winter months, the monarch butterfly drives a big old Buick down to Mexico to get out of the cold weather. Once there, the butterfly really whoops it up and gets in lots of trouble with the local policia. So what do you think, Sweetie Pie? Oh, I tricked you this time, Sweet Pea. Monarch butterflies do like to get out of the cold, but they don't drive to Mexico, they fly. They're long-distance champs, too, sometimes flying up to 2,000 miles. Why, they fly in big old groups covering the sky with their beautiful black and orange wings. Oh, be beautiful. Click on any picture and we'll get this show on the road. That prickly-looking plant is called a cactus, and they grow all over Mexico. Now, you sure don't want to touch them, 'cause those little spines, oh, they hurt like the dickens. But did you know that you can eat cactus? Oh, now what do you think? Oh, you must be wearing your thinking sombrero. That's right, you can eat a cactus. And many people in Mexico do eat certain kinds of cactus. Of course, you gotta scrape the spines off first. And not only that, Mexicans use cactus in other ways too, like grinding up the seeds for cake meal or making red food dye from the flowers. Go on and pick a fact. Well, those fibs had you jumping like a Mexican jumping bean. But what do you say we go and find the others now?
The fib machine's been working overtime. Let's give it a break and trot along to another activity.
Aw, don't be scared. I'm right behind you.